Hello, hey everybody. It's a brand new day, a new morning, and that means God's mercies are new once again.
Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on Jesus. I woke up this morning with my mind.
We are in the books of 2nd and 3rd John today and for the rest of this week in our reading and rereading plan. 2nd John chapter 4, or 2nd John verse 4, there are no chapters, just one chapter. It's verse 4. I rejoiced greatly to find some of your children walking in the truth, just as we were commanded by the Father. And now I ask you, dear lady, not as though I were writing you a new commandment, but the one we have had from the beginning, that we love one another. And this is love, that we walk according to his commandments. This is the commandment, just as you have heard from the beginning, so that you should walk in it. A lot of repetitive thoughts there back to 1 John, but it's a reminder about what truth is and the importance of truth, following his commandments, and the importance of love. It's not a new commandment. It's a reminder of the commandment that's been there from the beginning. It's not new, and yet it's also not something we fully perfected and reached yet. We continue to work toward that and grow in that love. What he's doing is he's reminding them that there are those who do not follow or do not practice and do not teach that truth. So he says, verse 7, there are many deceivers who have gone out into the world. So then he says, verse 8, you watch yourselves. You be sure that you are on guard against those who would undermine the truth. And there's an in-depth and even kind of complicated system of false teaching that he is warning them about, things that he warned them about in 1 John. And we won't hash through all that, but it's important to see that they were trying to kind of welcome some things about God and truth and spirituality, but what they were doing was really rejecting Jesus Christ as the Son of God. Massive consequences, eternal consequences, John would argue. So he says, you better watch yourself. You can't entertain this kind of thinking. So because they cannot entertain this kind of thinking, he also says, verse 10, if anyone comes to you and does not bring this teaching, the teaching of the truth, it's verse 9, the teaching of Christ, the teaching of the Father and the Son, then do not receive him into your house or give him any greeting. For whoever greets him takes part in his wicked works. So what he's doing is he's getting at how they would have had to depend on each other for hospitality, for staying places, for having meals when they were on the road. And he says, if you welcome teachers who are known to be public false teachers who undermine the gospel, who do not accept or allow for the truth about Jesus coming in the flesh and living out love, then you cannot entertain them. You cannot enable them to keep on undermining the gospel. And so what we're reminded of is just how important that truth is, to preserve it by how we live, but also to understand there comes a point in which we can be a partner and participate with those who are undermining the gospel. We must never allow that to be the case. Hope 2 John helps us, encourages us, and also challenges us a little bit. We're thankful for it. We're thankful for you and for your time this morning. It's our prayer. God's timeless word will be on our minds all day today.
I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on Jesus.